justice be the shield and defender. And when you are protesting for justice, you die. So justice is the one.
No. If you demand justice, strong fight. Like a ship in the harbor. Ewe Mungu Baba unayenemesha neema ndogo ndogo na neema kubwa kubwa kwa watu wako, niko mbele yako tena siku ya leo kutoa shukrani za dhati. Nasema asante kwa pumzi ya uhai. Nasema asante kwa siku ya leo. Nasema asante kwa uniteua. Najiita mteule. Baba, asante kwa watu wako. Asante kwa mapenzi yako. Asante kwa huruma. Asante kwa yale yote umetutendea kwa wale walioko hai mpaka dakika sasa. Basi Baba, nazidi tu kuomba uzidi kusaidia watoto mayatima, kwa sababu maisha bila wazazi ni ngumu sana. Baba, saidia wale wajane walioachwa na mabwana zao na walioachwa na mabibi zao. Baba, wasaidie, wape ujasiri, wape uwezo ya kuishi maisha bila wapendwa wao. Nazidi kuomba Baba, ukumbuke wale wasiojiweza. Wape mkate wa kila siku. Wape ujasiri. Wape uwezo ya kutafuta, kwa sababu nasema ya kwamba tafuteni na mtapata, bisheni na mtafunguliwa. Na hii ndio ujumbe tunatoa ili jina lako litukuzwe milele na milele. Walioko jela Baba, wakumbuke vile ulivyokumbuka Paulo na Sila. Wakumbuke wale walioko jela, warudi waungane na mafamilia zao, wasamehewe dhambi zao, kwa sababu wewe Mungu ni Mungu wa msamaha, wewe ni Mungu wa huruma. Walioko hospitalini Baba, wanagagaa wana maisha yao, wanalia, wengine wako emergency, wengine wako kwa ward. Baba, wasaidie, kwa sababu wamewacha wapendwa wao na mawazo na huzuni. Weka nyuso za tabasamu usoni mwao, na jina lako litatukuzwa milele na hata milele. Wanaosafiri na vyombo vilivyotengezwa na mikono ya binadamu, kuna wengine wako melini, kuna wengine wako kwa ndege, kuna wengine wako kwa gari Baba, kuna wengine wako kwa pikipiki, vyombo vyote ilivyotengezwa na mikono ya binadamu. Baba, tumana malaika wako wa ulinzi, awalinde wakisafiri, wasafiri na tena wafike salama, na jina lako litatukuzwa milele na hata milele. Nami pia hapa studio, ninachoomba ni mkate wa kila siku, na naomba na kuamini, tena naomba kwa jina la watume wote. Amen, amen, amen. Good morning, good people. Habari ya usubuhi. This East African time, yani masaa ya Afrika Mashariki. Good afternoon, good evening, and I can wish you also good night. This depends on your time zone. How are you, brothers and sisters? Welcome once again to Gwira Podcasts. I'm live, loud and clear, reporting direct from East Africa, North Coast, Kenya, County 003, the Blessed County. Welcome to Meditation Hour. The train is here, the 4th day of the month of August, year 2025. That's what we can drive on the ground. And also time, it is 6 o'clock East African time. It's just some few minutes, it's ahead there. So now, my readiness and duty is once again to fulfill the promise that I made yesterday, that if Lord will grant my face to be part and parcel of today, I will share and care as our norm and tradition. The team is here because we are united, unity of purpose. The purpose is not ourselves to speak it out, but the purpose will be the demonstration through the implementation of what we are doing inside here. But for now, it is time for spiritual affair. It is time for spiritual share and care. It is time for the food of soul. It is time to think about who we are and why are we existing under the sun. Personally, I'm so grateful. That's why I want to send warm greetings to the diaspora, Mexico City, America, Germany, Canada, Poland, Qatar, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Dar es Salaam University. Comrades over there, how are you? Good morning. Hope you're well. And if you're not well, we have already prayed for those who are sick, those who are in the hospital bed. We have prayed for those who are in the prison. So if you're part and parcel or you fall in one way or another in all this docket, please may Lord protect you and may Lord grant you that serenity to accept things that you cannot change. Personally, I'm weak and I lack perfection. That's why I'm here to ask for forgiveness for those whom I might be, done something which might sound weird. You forgive me. And I also forgive you because I have many issues which I feel that I need to forgive you for the world to carry on. And I forgive you too. But what can we do with the free breath of life that we share today? I want to focus on how kindness can accommodate our lives. Kindness can marinate our lives. Kindness can be part and parcel of our day-to-day life until our souls divorce with our flesh. This is the meditation of the day. Take 1 or 2 seconds to digest it. Climate set in that ground because the atmospheric pressure might sound so thick, but come up with that coping mechanism. Na munizidi kunikopa zenu sikio, tukisonga mbele pole pole mpaka tumalize masuala ya kiroho, because the word of God is mass, and mass is anything which occupies space and has got weight. It's heavy, so we can't just stand aside and look. We can't just be people who are discussing events, and we are not simple minds. That's why we can't listen. We belong to the super minds. That's why our readiness and duty, both of us here, is to share and care under one earth, one family policy, which is the most great policy in the face of earth and heavens. If you can't share, then you're doomed. You might not have money, but you're full of ideas. Share these ideas because it's going to alleviate human suffering. And alleviating human suffering is the work of God. Means that if you support God on his own work, the secret is you to live and dwell long under the sun, to tell stories to generations and generations. It's beautiful time, it's beautiful hour, it's beautiful seconds and minutes that Lord have made to share. You might be somewhere feeling superior. Yes, you have to feel superior because none is inferior. We are all equal in the face of our Maker and our Creator. Yeah, Rastafari. Some people call him God. Some people call him Allah, the most gracious and merciful Father. It's all name, but it's just one. The one who controls the universe. The owner of the planet Earth. The one whom we believe in. The provider of life. The breath that we share, you and I. That's why you have to take it easy. You have to take it very light. We have to be kind, because kindness is part and parcel of our life. Though there are those who can't take your kindness for your weakness, pray for them because they might not know. You pray for them, for Lord to open their eyes because they're in the darkness. And they need the light to see what you see. And if they can't see what you see, let them hear the sound which presents the voice of the voiceless. And this is the message that I want to send to you out there, children of God, children of Allah, the most gracious and merciful Father, children of Jah, our Maker and our Creator, the owner of the universe, the provider of breath of life that we share. What can I say? If you have a bread with you, share this bread with somebody out there. Somebody who is in need. The needy, whom we pray for. Share with them the bread. Because Lord will give you more bread to share if you can share. If you can't share, then you will have little, very little, just for you. Not even for your family, just for you alone. Because sharing, if you can share with your family, then you can share with the entire world. You might not having some materialistic luggage to carry to the massive and crew, but you can have some wisdom to spread. Wisdom, she's going to alleviate them from the chain of barbaric beliefs, from the chain of both mental and spiritual slavery. I stand as a weak creature. I'm weak. I'm not perfect. Due to lack of perfection, I stand to be corrected. I stand to be advised. I stand to be, someone who stand to be, corrected all the time. This is what Jesus taught us to stand for. So maybe I will not go long, because we come up with shared meditation. I was just doing small introduction, and the climate set creator conducive for the open meditation. I will open the doors and windows, all ventilations, for the open meditation, for the children of God to play a role, to be part and parcel of meditation, because they have also now connected in the world of spirit. We have those who go to church. We have those who go to mosque. We have those who go to synagogues and temples. We are one. Let your belief guide you to the righteous pathway of life. That is what I can say. And before I cross the border to the other side, because one earth, one family, share care, even in our meditation, we can share through the group focused meditation, which I will open this door for the world, for Asia, for Europe, for motherland Africa, people who are listening, who are ready to subscribe and like and share, to listen to these minds who are also connected spiritually, to share with you what they have, life experience, their feelings today, how they feel. Are they ready to carry on with the day? Or there are things which hinder their lives, which they feel to share? And if there is somebody also who can share also, that can be part and parcel of our day-to-day life. So welcome once again from the top. Remember, I'm reporting direct from East Africa, North Coast, Kenya, County 003. And now I'm ready to open all gates of the meditation and start from my side here.
Thank you, and thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes, I want to say I'm very happy this morning for the opportunity.
Sorry for interruption. Don't drink alcohol, but you can take Red Bull for energy. Thank you, and carry on.
Thank you very much. Okay, I want to say that I'm very glad to be part of this day's morning. It's a glad morning that the Almighty has granted us to be here and be part and parcel of all the activities. Yeah, so according to what you've said from the beginning, that our meditation today is on being kind, on kindness. What I want to say is this: it's good to be kind. There are some things that doesn't need a lot from you. And when we say that you be kind, just be kind, start from yourself, from self-kindness. Be kind with yourself. And when you are kind with yourself, you will automatically be kind with others. So I'm just an ambassador of love, and I'm just sharing and saying that each and everyone, be kind with yourself, as well as you be kind with others. Thank you very much.
Pass the ball.
Okay, asante sana. Good morning, good evening, good night, according to your respective times. We are in Africa, East Africa specifically, in Kenya, in the North Coast region. Thanks for the opportunity to be here today. I'm super excited and glad to join my fellow members so that we can discuss some of the things. But before we do that, I'm living on the borrowed world and the borrowed time also. And there's one thing that keep me moving, and the one person that keep me moving, and the thing is hope, and the person is the Almighty, the God. He lead me in all my ways, in all my doings. He lead me. I don't know it's the same as you, but if it's not the same, let's focus so that Almighty, so that Allah can lead us in whatever we are doing. Thanks, very important.
Pass the ball.
Very nice. We are very much excited for this opportunity. We normally say meditation begins, and everything that we do, we should start by God. Who am I to deny? I'm very much thankful for our existence. It's by God's vindication unto us, and therefore we are very much thankful for his tender mercies and loving kindness unto us. And continually we will commit ourselves unto him, and always we will praise him. Thank you. Even as we begin, we invoke for his presence, since the Holy Spirit will guide us, and we shall have a positive prosperity in everything that we are going to discuss.
Jesus Christ talked about being kind. We also talk about being kind. It's not just a walk in the park. Being kind. You can be kind, and there are those who take your kindness to your weakness. The point that they might misunderstand you, or take your kindness as just something for granted, maybe, I don't know. So you as a kind person, how does kindness support you? How does kindness carry your way of life? How does kindness uplift you? How do you feel when you feel that, okay, I've been kind and I'm kind and I still want to maintain my kindness? I will not lose my kindness because of provocation. I will not lose my kindness because of some individuals who might take my kindness into weaknesses, but I will carry on. Must be something inside strong, pushing you to carry on being kind. What is this?
Wow, thank you once again. On my side, what always pushed me to be kind with myself and others as well is peace of mind.
Wow.
Yeah. I always like creating an atmosphere where everyone is having a peaceful mind. There are a lot that's happening, and you know very well, every part in the world, problems always find their ways. So it's better when you always try to ensure that there is peace of mind and an atmosphere where everyone is feeling safe. That's the motivation that always push me to ensure that I'm kind with myself and any other person. Thank you very much.
Pass the ball.
Oh, okay. According to me, I might see it in another perspective. According to me, what puts me to be kind to others is how the people around me treat me. Yeah, and in regard of that, I want to give that back to other people that I surround. The good things that the friends, the good things that the people who care about me are doing in my life, so that my life can be great. I also want to do that to others, so that I also can help their life to be great.
Thank you, and pass the ball.
Now, what makes me to be so much kind is everything that I learn from my close friends and everything that I normally see with my naked eyes happening. That brings kindness to me. And at long last, I say, I must be kind because of one, two, three that I've learned. Yeah, following the behaviors of maybe a given person or something that have come to learn and approves that it is through kindness that can lead to this positive impact in life.
Thank you. Before green light to life, God balanced everything. You as human animal, domestic animals, wilderness animal. And now we are talking about kindness. Being kind is care for the whole creation and creatures involved in the real race that we are in right now. We have those who don't care for animals, don't care for trees. Trees breathe, I don't know. Animals breathe. Is there any need also to care for the animals? Be kind to the animals. Be kind to the trees, the grass, every living creature that we see. Because if we drive our kindness towards only our fellow human aliens, we might sound biased. So we can just create trees to promote deforestation. We can kill animals the way we want, shedding blood. Or what is your take about kindness towards other living creatures? Because I don't think if you are kind to me, I'm kind to you, it's enough. Karibu.
Thank you very much. Okay. According to how I understand kindness, kindness is being friendly, considerate to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And as a man who we believe was created by God,
Mm-hmm.
God gave us the ability to
Mm-hmm.
take care of everything, procreate. So when we were given that ability or that role, it means that we are supposed to be taking care of everything. You know, me, first of all, I want to say that it's my nature. I love the environment. I love everything that is natural. So I have to be kind to everything around me, even animals, trees, all those things that are natural or that are breathing and that are having life. I'm always motivated to be kind to them. Because being kind is being friendly. And you can't tell me that in a home setting, maybe you have a dog, and then you're not friendly to this dog, meaning you're not kind to this dog, and then this dog will stay there. That won't happen. You might find that you're going to be enemies. Yeah. So I always say that I always
Where your own dog can change against you. And
yeah,
bite
it can change against you and bite you.
It's true.
Yeah. So it's better or it's good to be kind. Everything.
It is connected with our faith and belief. First the bond.
Okay, I believe that one of the reasons why I was created in this earth is to protect the environment around me. So when I'm gonna talk about this one, let me use an example. At times I was walking beside the road and I saw a millipede, an innocent millipede, trying to cross the road. And a rushing car came and crushed the innocent millipede that was just trying to cross the road. I wished that I could be able to go there and pick it and put it beside the road there. So we are not only supposed to be kind to human people. There are so many things that environment is large. and not only not only humans are are within the environment. So many creatures are there. So our kindness should not only be focused around human, rather it should be wide and open to taking care of the environment and the people and the person and all the living creatures around it. If you saw or if you see an innocent creature or an innocent organism, don't harm it. Don't harm it, because it also was created as you are.
So, before you pass the ball, you talk about environment. So, being friendly to our own environment is a symbol of kindness towards our environment. So, we should be environmental friendly, because if you are environmental friendly, you will be kind to everything surrounds you. Sinihivo. That's what you mean. So we have to be friendly, environmental friendly, to promote kindness towards all living creatures around us. Ni hivyo. Because our environment, tukiongelea environmental yetu, and involve both domestic, we have wilderness, that's why you have parks, we have game parks, we have forests, we have domestic animals and wilderness animals, and we should be for every creature. It should be both, to the point that cutting trees can be abomination. I'm not there, but Karibu, that's the ball.
Okay, thank you. Just as my colleagues have said, being kind is just being friendly with maybe everything that surrounds you. Like, first of all, there are things that we normally assume that even if we do them, they might not have any negative impact in the environment as general. But truly, this happens because of maybe some people normally portray the trait of ignorance. You assume something like, for example, cutting down the trees for ourselves. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Not understanding that when we cut down these trees without replacement, it can have a negative deviation in our what? In our environment. Because if you look at it keenly, trees normally provides a very positive impact in our environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like we may talk about the aeration and maximum flow of maybe oxygen.
Oxygen, yes.
Yes, something of that kind. And then we normally have the simple, small animal, little animals. People normally tend to do what? To take away their lives. But they are very much important within our environment. They help in aeration within the soil that makes the soil fertile. Because when they turn up and down the soil, that brings about the what? The aeration within the soil. And that one is very much crucial within the what? The environment. So we need to be kind to each and everything that we come to contact with.
To support nature.
To support nature. And generally to bring a positive impact into our lives of everything that surrounds us.
So we should be kind to trees too.
Not only trees, but everything within the environment.
Yes.
Especially the trees, if you look at it keenly, because the trees normally provides a very crucial impact in our environment.
Absolutely agree. And because
Having a question, maybe a clarification.
Yeah.
So what about same animals, some of them as our kids, and the same trees,
under child food.
same trees, we use them as a source of energy. Someone will ask, okay, now if I'm using this energy, cutting them for that purpose, am I kind to them?
You're kind. Because God created trees to serve mankind. Right? Yeah. Make the best use of it at the right time, right position. That is, God wants us to make the best use of trees. Ikikatika is a gas, it help you to cook, but you replace, you protect lives, you be part and parcel of growth. Because people come and people go. It's the same way trees come and trees dry. So we can protect our environment to protect our environment. If you protect your environment by planting more trees, tomorrow you'll have enough firewood. Already you've protected your environment from toxic chemicals because you are using firewood, which is very natural. If you protect your environment by planting trees, already for the air circulation, provision of oxygen, absorb carbon dioxide, and just like whatever is going on. So we should be kind, because being kind will help you to have firewood tomorrow when you are in need of fire, when you are kind to it. When you are kind to your animal, goat, which is allowed, or ram. If we go to the story of Father Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael, the story of ram and sacrifice now coming there. All this God created to serve mankind. That's why being kind is not only that you can't slaughter your goat, that you are not kind. No, you are kind. That's why you take care of your goat. That's why you take care to feed you, to protect your tomorrow, to provide you with food security. And if you're not kind, you will not even take care of your domestic. So they can't provide you with milk because you're not kind. You don't feed them. Feeding them, kuwapatia napier grass, wanna develop milk, unafanya milking, then just being kind. Let's be kind and treat each other with kindness. And that's bring us to the end of meditation hour, because we are still on a long way to go. Time is not running. In Africa, there is a saying that in Africa we don't have hurry. No hurry in Africa. We want still to maintain our course that we are children of the Most High, and we are here with a purpose. Our purpose is to preach the gospel of truth and justice. Our purpose is to ensure that we reach you with crucial message which can heal you, not kill you, or demoralize your feelings, which boost your moral to carry you along the day. We are here to bring peace and love among children of the Most High. What we do today will protect our tomorrow. It's our self-decision to be here, and also is upon you to decide on your own destiny. Decided to wake up early in the morning, to be in this podcast to share our meditation. That is what we can do. There are those who are doing other things. That is their own decision, because life is a choice. You can choose which path to take. Have righteous path, we have wrong pathway of life. So you walk with left and right, a symbol of being strong and weak, but you are up there monitoring things from far quarters, then it's very easy to balance in between a hard place and a rock to reach your destination safe, sound. I will not keep you long. I will ask fundi wa mitambo not to keep me long, because children of God need the music. We love instrumental, anything that's good for the people. And we will be back in a short while, because we are still here and ready to share with you, because that's what we can share. We don't have money to share. We don't have yen to share. We don't have dollar to share. We don't have euro to share. We don't have pounds to share. We just have wisdom to share with you. That's why I want to welcome you all once again. Gwira. Listen to that patriotic song. Anchor like a ship in the harbor. I will not introduce what we have after here, because my time is running out. I was to introduce meditation, and now we have something which I don't know. I don't know we have today. I don't know.
Something is cooking.
Something is cooking.
Yeah.
Something is cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play music. Play music. I've promised. So children of God, wait, because something is cooking. The food is there, right at the table. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Kenya, 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 East Africa, Kenya, 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 East Africa, Kenya, 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 East Africa, Kenya. Come on, Kenya, Kenya, East Africa.
Ilikuwa tu tarehe 12 mwezi wa 12 masaa ya alfajiri saa 12 nilipata call kutoka kwa mchizi wangu, rafiki wa karibu, si mwingine mnamfahamu Rasoti. Akanielezea twende zetu studio, twende tukainde tuisifu Kenya. Nikamwambia mi mwenyewe mwanzo naipenda Kenya, mimi ni Mkenya, baba yangu ni Kenya, mama yangu ni Mkenya, rais nampenda pia, rais wa Kenya. Akanambia wageni waeleze, nikawambia wageni karibuni Kenya, mwanzo Kenya nchi nzuri, karibuni Kenya, hakuna matata.
Kenya nchi yangu, Kenya nakupenda sana, tuwe wazalendo, tupige ufisadi. Kenya nchi yangu, Kenya nakupenda sana, tuwe wazalendo, tulinde nchi yangu. Anchor. May Lord protect you. May Lord bless you, meditation family. I want to grant you life full of wealth, health, and prosperity. Keep on carrying on with this meditation hour. This is what we can do during our lifespan under the sun. For now, I will be shutting this door and opening another door. A door for young people to express their feelings and views. In our menu, the message is loud and clear. Once again, from the top, I will pass the baton to the GNC's advisors to come up with something for the people. I don't know what's cooking. What do you have for the people? Yeah, man. Karibu sana. Now you are the president. You are everything here. Yeah, man. We want to listen to you.
Thank you for this opportunity. So, loud and clear, Gura is the show for voiceless outside there. We are here to discuss a very friendly and important topic that is affecting me and you. Our today's topic, we want to discuss about youth and employment.
Wow. Youth
and employment.
I'm coming, guys. I'm coming, guys. Youth
and employment.
Oh, talk with him.
You're going to create some employment.
Yeah. Youth and employment. Wow, I'm running away.
Yeah. So that's the take of today. We want to say or to discuss something about youth and employment. And when you say youth and employment, there's something that comes in your mind when you hear the term, or when you say that topic, when you introduce that topic, youth and employment. That is at least something that clearly comes in your mind. So I want you to at least share with us, when we have youth and employment, what do you cook?
Okay, thank you first for the chance. Me personally, I'm Victor Benda. I'm Victor, and I'm here for the today discussion. When I hear youth and employment, I hear two different things. The first one is I hear the youths, and the second thing is the employment. Now, youths, youth and employment. Youths. When we talk about youths, these two things are connected. How are they connected? Youths are yearning, or they are they're striving, or they are having wako na nia ya kuwa wa employees. So talking about also employment. Now, employment is for people to survive, or for people to get a way of earning income. This is where employment now comes. Me personally, I can be employed, or I can employ myself, self-employment. In whatever anyone is doing, I don't know if there's any person earning income without employment. Is there any? No. Kuna sivyo.
Yeah.
So lazima uwe either self-employment or
Or maybe you can
or employment.
or you can inherit.
Yeah.
Some people can inherit.
But you are working on it. You are working on the inheritance. You just sit there and relax and chew the inherited wealth. Then it will be over no sooner than you start eating.
I didn't know that it will be over. Hey, wow. That's interesting. Okay, my brother, what's your take on youth and employment?
Okay. We have very crucial two terms there: the youth, the first term, and employment, second term. So individually, I take it as simple as such, but it is not something that is simple. Let me take it for myself. I'm a youth. What about my employment status? The question may run in mind, how will it be? Will I get employed? Or will I have that self-employment? Or where can I get attached in terms of now maybe receiving funds from somewhere monthly or daily or per week, something of that. So we are here purposely advocating for the youths and their employment, because if you look at it keenly, there are a number of youths who are suffering and they are lacking jobs. So I think this topic is going to bring some clear understanding and pieces of advice on how each and everyone, especially the youths, can find a way forward on how we can advocate for it and at long last have something to put on the table at the end of the day. So for the young generation and the future narration that we have is purposely for the youths not to be idle at the end of the day, but at least they find something to do.
Thank you very much. That is loud and clear. As just I've said, I just wanted to check if we are in the same page. You know, when I hear the word youth and employment, what comes to my mind first is a youth. And a youth is someone who is maybe having an age bracket of maybe from 15 to 34. That age.
Yes,
yeah.
especially 18 to
35.
Yeah.
That's a youth. And then when you say employment now I'm talking about it's an creating of opportunity. Yes? Job opportunity. That's employment. So when you talk about youth and employment, what we want to see is how are these young people are being given opportunity or are being given job opportunities. Yes. In Kenya, they also recognize youth employment and they give a policy. And this policy, as I can just give it as a briefing, this policy states that youth employment is the provision of opportunities of work to young people so that they can increase their skills, which is going to help them to have social integration, to have social protection, have income security, and also to make them have what? Freedom of expression. Yeah, so that's the main aim as per policy of Kenya. Yeah, so what I want us to see is how is this happening? How is this happening? How is our country ensuring that these opportunities for work are there to ensure that youths, the young people, which is the target, are able to acquire some skills or some work that is going to help them to ensure that they are socially protected, they have income security and freedom. So that's what I want us to discuss and see. And alongside that, we will see some of the challenges that's affecting youth employment and what can be the solution. Such challenges. Yes. So this is an open discussion. Yeah, each and everyone can contribute, and you are free to express your ideas in any manner. Thank you very much. So, will you start with us?
I don't think so, because first, thank you. Yeah, I'm not youth, but a combination of old energy and the new energy, that chemistry is strong, which I believe that can also contribute towards, alleviating young people from joblessness. I can't go deep because still I want to hear from you. You are the youth, you are the young people, and we are talking about youth and employment. Employment, that is general empowerment, because if you're employed, you have already empowered. You can survive, you can live, you can educate yourself, you can do a lot of stuff because you are empowered through employment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your take about employment, because we have two types of employment. We have self-employment, and we have employment which is being provided with either government, non-governmental organizations, or well-wishers which feel to accommodate young people towards engaging them to participate in day-to-day activities through employment. So I don't know which angle of employment or which piece of employment you're talking about, or you're talking about general employment. Because if it's self-employment, it has its own principles, values, cover. If it's employment, that you are employed with a certain company or with the government, also have its own values and principles which you have to follow. So we have to be specific, because the message should be very loud and clear. The young people who are jobless out there, and they feel that employment is their right. That's why I want to hear from you first. How do you understand the word of employment? What is the benefit of being employed? What are non-benefits of being employed? Because it's give and take mission. For example, while you're employed certain company, you have to adhere the rules and regulations. Same company, same institution, which if it's 8 o'clock, you have to be at the workplace, you have to be at, right? For example, if you are self-employed, you control your own time. So it depends with how you want to package this information to reach your audience. That's why I don't want to, take it fast, but I want to hear from you. And I want the world to hear from you, because I'm a millennial. Me, I'm not a youth. But I still feel that youthhood in me, because I serve youth under National Youth Council. So I feel youths when they're living under the bottomless pit. That's why even after, coming out from this bottomless pit where many people are suffering, still, I decided that my role and duty is to go and hook my brothers and sisters first. So I want to hear from you, because that docket, we want to dwell on it, because it had a lot. So karibuni tena.
Thank you very
The
much.
ball is on your side.
Okay, so I want to be clear on what we want to at least discuss. As you said, yes, of course, youth and employment, a very wide topic. Yeah. But I want us to see it in accordance to our country, Kenya, and maybe a brief introduction. In Kenya, we have a very wide population, of over 35% of the Kenyan population are youths. That is aging from 15 to 35.
That's 5.
Yes. And in this population, according to the statistics, we find that 67% are categorized as having unemployment, meaning that something percent are the ones employed. Yeah. So, you know, this is a challenge now, because we've said that employment will help us do what? To have income security, and also will help us to have what? Social protection, and this same income employment will help us to have what? Freedom of expression. Because of course, if someone is employed, this person will be able to express himself. If I want to buy this, I'll buy this. You see? And as you have said, employment is creating opportunity for someone. Creating opportunity for someone means a lot. Even in our education system.
Creating opportunity for someone to create opportunity.
Yes. You know, if you create for me opportunity, that's like it's an employment. Because through this opportunity, I'll be able to express my ability, and then with this, we'll bring something on the table. Yeah.
Have you been ever employed somewhere?
That's a very tricky question. Okay. Being employed, yeah, I've been employed in many ways, and I've even employed myself in many ways.
No, I talk about employment, but somebody somewhere employed you.
No.
So you don't have that experience.
So what we are trying to see or to do here is to find, okay, why do we have that many youths are not employed? That's what we want to see. Why do we have that many youths are not employed? And what can we do to ensure that these youths are employed?
Okay. I think maybe we can hear from comrade from corner, another philosopher who is preparing himself to educate his fellow comrades from joblessness, job creation. Karibu.
Okay. Thank you. When we are talking and employment, you know, employment, as my brother there has already on it. I want to go into it again. So there are so many reasons why youths are the rate of unemployment is rising and rising and rising. Me, when I want to talk about it, you know, most of the times we as youths, we only blame the government that the rate of employment is high, and we aren't working on ourselves as at the employees, yeah, us as the employees. You know, there's some of the reasons that us we are causing to us. There are some of the reasons that us youths we are contributing to the high rate of employment. So if I'm gonna am I allowed to say it so by me?
Yes,
you're allowed.
Okay.
This is a free world. You speak, take it out.
So when I was in an institution, a learning institution, I met my brother there. And my brother was on a high man. He was a teacher of mathematics and business, and that man was delivering content. Content. The man was employed only a weeks. Then he was called from 2 different institutions that were in need of his services. Why am I bringing this story? Me as an individual, me as a youth, I want to be employed, but there's that skill gap that I'm lacking. There's that mismatched skill that I'm lacking. Maybe me right now, I'm training as a teacher. I'm attending my classes till maybe I'll complete my degree studies after 4 years. Then I'll go outside there to look for employment. You know, when I was in there, I was not concentrating on the studies. Rather, I was concentrating when I go outside there, out there. I don't have that much skill to deliver. How do you expect me to be employed when I can't deliver? I can't be employed because that is someone's business. So me as individual, I need to work on myself first before I blame the government.
It's very nice. You have something to add?
I want to understand something. When you're saying that you need not to blame the government, but you need to blame yourself. You know, employment comes with skills, and skills comes with education. And education is controlled by the government. They're the one who are structured for us.
But we have self-education. You can educate yourself.
Yes, for that, now you at least I'm being convinced. For self-education, then that's okay. But that will promote
Which is the best, actually.
Self-employment now.
Self-education is the best one because whatever we learn in school, somebody's mind, but we have our own mind. You have something very unique.
So according to me, when we are saying, okay, when I'm seeing this challenging this, that the cause of unemployment rate due to the failure, all stakeholders who are involved in ensuring that this education that's going to make you have the skills are not taking maybe doing that.
Where does these stakeholders err? Where are they coming inside?
Okay,
or what is their contribution towards joblessness to young people?
Okay, their contribution is this. You know, when my brother talked about mismatch means that what we need from the market is not like what I have. From the market, they need someone who is able to be good in computer, but I'm not good in. So how is this possible? This is possible. Let me say, for example, or maybe in our generations now, you'll find that before you take a course, you'll get a lot of ideas. Go and do this because this is like. But maybe personally, that's not what you are capable of doing.
We are coming back on that. Let's go there. We are coming back because it's very strong.
Yeah.
I can see now we are creating something which is, motivating and triggering some ideas which should flow before we inject this wisdom. Hold it.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Now, in terms of employment for the youths, we must look at it in different perspectives. We look at the employee and the employer. What are the characteristics or the features that the employee must have, and what are the features that the employer also needs to consider? So we take it in that perspective now. So for youths to be employed or to get attached on job opportunities, themselves, they must be in that position where they can be capable to do what? To get employed. What do they have in mind? And what are they capable of achieving and doing by the end of the day?
In terms of life skills, survive.
To survive, and maybe also to bring a positive deviation in what? In terms of economy. Something of that kind. And then at the same time, when now I base my mind in the government, what are the partake of the government towards the youths? For them to do what? To at least not to become idle, but at the end of the day, have something that they can do that they will bring on the what? On the table. First and foremost, I may say that I'm a bit happy and somehow appreciating our government in such a way that they are trying to invent new methods that can help the youths to do what? To get attached to the jobs. Like something that is now newly trending that is going to be launched this week, as from this week. That is the Nyota. The Nyota, by itself, if you look at it microscopically, you'll find that it involves nurturing the youths and identification of the opportunity, the skills that a given person has, that he or she can get attached to what he does best. You get that point? Now, if you look at it, it involves training. The training itself helps in identification of what a given person can do best. You see that? So you will find that different people have different mindset, in such a way that they can specialize on a given different things. So this practice will easily help the youth, more so the youths. This is especially the vulnerable youths. The vulnerable youths, these are the youths who never made it, maybe to higher education or
Less
learning.
privileged young people who have made it to higher
So we may have number of factors that lead, that made them not to do what? To prosper higher. But now what we have is that whether they made it or they did not make it, despite of the factors that led for such an act, we want they are now trying to invent this project purposely to keep them busy and make them have something at the end of the day.
Can I ask you a question,
Mhm.
Alex? Can we be contradicting ourselves if we talk about youth employment connected with education, life skill trainings, TVET, whatever? If I provide you with education, can this be part and parcel of already employment?
It is a pathway.
It's a pathway.
It is a pathway.
Do you believe in the modern technology?
Modern technology. Yes.
The developers of modern technology are those who go to school. Highly educated, scientists, physicians, doctors, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Now, we want to talk about artificial intelligence, how it works,
AI.
the AI.
ChatGPT.
Now, take me back into 20 years back. Started from the 844 curriculum, that syllabus. I started from there.
Previous system.
Up to now, the dynamism in between. Can it be part of contribution toward this physical joblessness, which we are talking about?
Exactly.
Now, why are we blaming the government? Because you go to school to the point that you can come up with artificial intelligence program, which minimize the number of physical employment down there. Are you getting me? Come back home, redeem yourself, redeem yourself. Because most of the time, young people are in the street because we went to school and we don't have jobs. Ulisomea nini shuleni? Because yes.
That's my point now. Let me start.
Yeah.
Let me answer a question.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Okay, this is my friend.
Open
This is my learned guy. He said that there's something called shareholders. Then the point that I started to explain earlier, I didn't say that we are not supposed to blame also the government, but also on our part. That was the only thing I was talking about. Everyone, the government is taking part, but you as Collins, your parents have paid for you the school fees to go there and learn, and you personally, you did nothing at all. Then you went outside there looking for a job, and you are blaming the government because you are not yet employed, but you don't have the quality and the right skills for you to be employed.
I just wanted to open your mind, young people.
You can't.
Come on.
I just wanted to open your minds to come out of the streets blaming government for lack of employment.
My point is,
Education, on my side, I think government should provide education. Once you are educated, We should not talk
Well,
about
well-equipped.
employment. Well equipped, either employed or you can do it with the skills
can
you
even get
acquire
self-employed.
through your 6th or 4th or your 3rd academic year. So blaming the government that you are not trained and you can manage the work which 20 or 200 people can do physically through the computer and artificial intelligence, that is true because you are educated. So what we should advocate for is for government to provide free education so that people can get employment through either informal or formal way.
Hey.
So now as a GNZ, advisor, you advise the GNZs because they are in the street, because we are trying to come up with the solutions. Why young people are being killed? Why bloodshed all over? We have this diversion point. Now we have to redeem ourselves. We have to look back into a century, a journey into the past. We have to segregate myths and bring facts on table to create light for the blind to see the end of the tunnel. And whoever is listening out there should not blame the government for lack of joblessness, but blame the government for lack of provision of free education. Because once you are educated, what I want you to advocate for is maybe changing the curriculum, changing the syllabus, focusing on more skills, life skills, which can help young people to combat day-to-day's life. Downloading this young person with artificial and scientific, ideas which can't be applied in the real life situation. Because after graduation, young people are prepared to face whatever they are exactly. Before you graduate, you expect good life. Campus. You want to be like Imani Chungwa. You want to be like a young person and is there. You want to be like Babu Wino. You have big dreams. And these big dreams maybe can drive with high expectations, which can lead you to drive your anger to the wrong person. So I want to advise you, young people. I remember, let me tell you my life story. I'm also a job seeker. Seeking job, and I don't have any paper. And I talk with my people, talk with my friends. And I remember, talking with the member of parliament, that's a long time, Dr. Owen Bayer, because I was already engaged in life-saving programs after being trained with the German Red Cross. It was a program he was working on, life-saving programs along the coastal line. So I managed to meet with my member of parliament, who used to be the county secretary by then. And I talked with him. I was having my friend Omar Care, and I talked with him and I shared with him what we have. And because I'm from the National Youth Council, presenting youth, fighting for the rights of youth, fighting for the employment. And you know, Owen Bayer was a very wise guy. He was from America, and he shared a lot. He guided us, he took us through a lot on how even we can get employment. And one person whom I can't forget in my life is the current Senate Speaker, Jeffer Amason Kingi, who also used to be my friend long time and up to date is my personal best friend. Even looking at my face right here, talking here, is like, okay, my brother, keep it on, because he trained us to push, he trained us to persist until something happens. So when I took my crew and massive, the Gwira fraternity, to go and demand for employment, that, sir, we need to be employed because we have some life skills. It was very easy for Jeffer Amason Kingi to give order to the county secretary, who is now the member of parliament, Kilifi North, to adopt our skills, not ourselves, but our skills to provide now life-saving programs. But he used to remind us that, listen, my friends, I have two options for you. That is now King is speaking. I can either support you to engage in youth tenders, you apply for tenders, or I provide you with job. And remember, if I give you job, this will be having small salaries. I don't know. But remember, all rich men under the sun, I quote him, are all businessmen. So in our group, there were those who decided to go through tendership and registering their company. They are doing good. These are young people who are doing good. Actually, I will bring them to the show one day to share with you. You can see how engaging in business and self-employment have hooked them and took them out of blame games and pinpointing fingers. And those who demanded for employment, like personnel here, who are employed. And alhamdulillah, we are still in the system, still serving the government. And that's why I'm here, also to create this environment for you young people to follow the same path which we followed, without engaging in political violence, without engaging in any kind of influence, like somebody is inciting you to go to the street because you are not employed. Mr. President have not provided. What we need Mr. President to provide is conducive environment for you to go to school without tear gas, for you to go to school without abductions, for you to go to school without anything. Already ushaajiriwa. And this is the advice I can give young people. And apart from kuajiriwa, you can employ yourself. Nothing greater than self-employment. Let us run out, let us come out of blame games. The AI, the computer, the new modern technology have occupied all these jobs that we are claiming. What can we do? Can we stop going to school? You have to go to school. Sinivo. And going to school will help you to acquire skills which will enable you to combat day-to-day lives without depending on being employed. I think also employment is a right, but employment also creating part of laziness. Because sometimes we have to go hard way, which is the only way. If you are employed, sometimes they can minimize your ability, your capacity to deliver. And once you are self-employed, you think free. You can be a very greater person. Not to alleviate yourself, but to alleviate your fellow African young people from the chain of poverty through the ideas that you will share that blame games can't solve the problem, but engagements on how we can combat day-to-day lives can count at the end of the day, regardless of the skills or knowledge that we acquire through our academic process. You might be living through different courses. So life is big. This is a big field with different directions. It depends on how you reflect the angle that you want to take. So I want to urge you as the GNZ's advisor to talk with young people to take out their grievances about lack of employment, be part and parcel of their war in the streets, especially comrades who are in campus, especially those who can take the knowledge they have, those who are less privileged, those who he was talking about. We have those who are less privileged. They can't understand even what we are trying to drive on the ground. And you have a role to go and translate that. Listen, don't blame your government. Because if we blame the current regime about joblessness, I started to suffer a long time, even before this regime, even before the last Guru's regime or Kibatski's regime. I'm 78 born in my ID, but I'm 79. I've been in hell. I've been in heavens. What I want to urge young people, is to come out of the streets and make the best use of their brains, which Lord have given them free to make the best use. Because employment minimizes your ability to think free. Employment creating dependence. And depending on an individual like you, a mere human being, whose rank and position put him at the level that he can offer some employment, you can do it. So let not lack of employment take us to the street fight. And if it's so, then let's go back to the files and look at the Lancaster files. Promises for independence. As I remind you that the first regime can be part and parcel of today's regime through the process of leadership maintaining status quo to date, because first regime promised to provide free education. Did they provide this free education? Second regime promised the same. Did they do so? Third regime of Kibaki tried to provide ICT for development, connecting Kenyan students with American government to in terms of education, and education visa was like, okay, you can go and do a lot of stuff. But this was not enough. Because I believe that instead of working to employ young people, we can offer education, information materials to these young people to employ themselves. Because we can't talk about 20 years back. We are talking about now. We are talking about today. The life that computer have occupied almost 99.99%. Spaces yenye natakana physically huo umekalia kwa computer. So one person is the switchboard and a control the whole universe. Sababu yeye ni weatherman na anatumia satcom, satellite. Inamsaidia. So wewe unataka kuenda wapi? What do you want to do? It's only one person at the switchboard controlling everything. So 3 is enough. Because the modern technology have played a very higher role to minimize the number of physical employment. This is the message I want you to digest. This is the message I want you to go and sit with your peers. This is the message I want you to also share with comrades who are now preparing to face the real life after college. Karibuni bana, iko nini? Yeah man, that is the message. I don't know if you have anything to add on, because it was just a piece of advice for you to take, that we should not blame the government. Kwa Kiswahili haina haja tulaumu serikali kwa ukosefu wa ajira. Kitu yenye natakana tufanye kulaumu serikali ni kutoa mazingira ya elimu ya bure ili watu wapate ujuzi ya kufanya kazi. Hii ujuzi itakusaidia kwamba uwe umepata ajira ama hujapata ajira bado utaishi. And this is what we should embrace. You know, wajua Gwira ni mahali pa hekima. Tunakuja na njia ya kusaidia jinsi ya mauaji ya damu kuruka kila wakati kwa sababu vijana wako kwa street. Wewe kama uko kwa street, mimi naweza kukuambia kwamba ni kweli ajira ni haki yako. Lakini umeenda shule, umefundishwa, mpaka unajua kuchora katuni, mpaka unajua unaweza kuhack mpaka accounts, kuonyesha kwamba hii ni akili ya kutosha kujiajiri wewe mwenyewe. Kwa mfano Maxwell from Zimbabwe, mwenye alifanya utafiti akagundua kuna microsonic energy yenye inaweza kutumika bila depend on solar, bila kudepend on life ikasonga mbele. Amejiajiri kwa sababu alipatia akili yake nafasi. So vitu yenye tunaomba yenye vijana mnaweza mkaadvocate for ni ya kwamba mpate mazingira ya kusoma, mpate mazingira ya kufanya biashara, mpate mazingira ya kupata grants not loans to boost your businesses, na pia kuelezea president ya kwamba inastahili aangalie jinsi mnaweza mkapata kama keep up, funds. Kuna youth keep up funds, kama tuko na old age keep up funds, youth pia wapate hiyo keep up funds, na youth ianze na 12 of age, miaka 12 awe anaweza kubenefit from that package, sababu wako na needs. Kwa mfano kama tumeongelea our health and we, or your health and you, tunaongelea mambo na reproductive health. Mtoto wa kike wa miaka 12 saa zingine huwa washaanza kuona periods, ana depend kwa mzazi wake kwenda kumsaidia na pesa kwenda kununua pads. Kama serikali inaweza kumguarantee huyu mtoto awe anaweza kuaccess 15,000 shillings every month, pesa yenye inakuwa controlled with the government, iwe ni budget allocated for young people, kama vile old age wako na sustainability fund. Hii ndio vitu yenye inaweza kusaidia ya kwamba wakati hata unatumia ujuzi yako kujienua, wakati umeamua kwamba I want to go business way or I want to go entrepreneurship way, then unapata kama hii fund inakusustain in terms of your clothings, to cover your nakedness, to protect your dignity, exactly, and your personality. If you can advocate for this, I can also amplify this, that young people in Kenya demand for youth keep up funds to minimize crime rates, to minimize the number of demonstrations demanding for the employment after their education. So if a comrade have already graduated Tamaking, but he or she has something to pay for the bills, because you can't still depend on your mom after graduation. It's really disappointing, it's really demoralizing parents, ya kwamba umemaliza shule tena unarudi nyumbani ya kwamba uko nao pale. You should not even go back home. That is where now we embrace the culture of migration labor system. Unatoka from there ili wapatie free mind ya kwamba unatafuta hata kama unateseka. So let young people advocate for conducive environment to acquire life skills. Let young people advocate for their rights for youth sustainability funds should be in the policy, and the legislators who are aware of the energy of young people yenye huwa wakikuja baba tukatie ama nini na nini, they will be safe, because kila mtu every month atakuwa na earn regardless of their life status, whether rich or poor. If you are in this age bracket, you have the right to access this fund. This will minimize the number of frustrations which young people are feeling that they are subjected to. I want to say thank you once again. In summary, you have anything to share, because that's the wisdom which I wanted to share with you, to go and share with your fellow young people. Please.
Maybe to add.
Yes.
To add on something. Yeah. I believe an intellectual person or someone who is brave enough is not blaming, but asking some questions. It's good to ask some questions. Yeah, because there are some people who will ask themselves, okay, education can be made free. I'm educated to be a teacher. Then after that, maybe let's say 2025, all teachers who are going to graduate are over 100,000, and then they want to seek that employment. So how are they going to be employed?
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. You have to employ yourself.
You have to employ yourself.
By coming up with your own skill, fighting, striving to enter by the narrow door. You start your own school. If you have decided, even online, we have online classes. Yes, teachers. Like Babu Owino, I was like, okay, this guy is smart. You can do it still to avoid blame, because you're a teacher. And now all classes, all places have all been occupied. Take your computer, start your own thing online, push for the free Wi-Fi and hotspots for you to at least have your classes with you have followers. Kuna watu watakufuatilia and will demand some small fee, because actually what we ask for is only daily bread. We don't ask for big stuff. If you can can get daily bread, then that's enough to make your tomorrow better. Because daily bread will help your body to be healthy, and once you have a healthy body, your mind will work good, help you to maneuver. So still, I insist that let this joblessness not be part and parcel of, grievances between the young people and the government. What should be is the government to provide conducive environment for young people to go to school bila kulipa fee, bila kufukuzwa. Wale wanataka life skills, na pale pia wasifundishwe jinsi ya body parts, eti ni breast, eti ni nini. Wafundishwe jinsi ya kutengeza bunduki, watengezwe jinsi ya kutengeza rockets, watengezwe jinsi ya kutengeza wall units, kutengeza magari, kufanya research, kukuja na microsonic energy, work on biogas, work on food security by embracing the culture of modern agricultural way of life, by creating new ideas on innovation and technology to support young people. This is by ourselves, because tumeenda kusoma, ukiunganisha hii na hii bulb inawaka, si ufanye wewe mwenyewe. Umesema wewe ni mwalimu, recruitment inafanyika, start your online classes. Watu wataingia kulingana na content yenye uko nayo, kama iko strong, iko educative, iko convincing, na watalipa. Watasema ukitaka hii injili endelee, basi bana, sisi hatuombi sadaka, lakini tunaomba tu backup ya kwamba ili injili endelee, tutoke kwa drugs and crime, tutoke kwa radicalization and extremism, support the cause of our online education program yenye tumeanzisha as young people, as part and parcel of solution finding.
That's very.
It's very clear. What do you have for your people, Mr. Advisor?
So what I have for my people is
Yes.
no matter what we are going through, and education can be provided by the government. Everything can be provided actually, and for education part, let me just advise for education part. For education part, education is not all about books.
It's not all about books.
Education is about expanding your mind to connect yourself with the environment.
It's true.
So that you can have a way of living in that environment safely. So when you're educated, ensure that you are creating a system that is going to help you live peacefully. That will act like an employment. You utakuwa employed already. So that's my advice to everyone. Ensure that the education you are taking or you are having, it's expanding your mind, thoughts, to ensure that you create a conducive environment surrounding you.
And the expansion of mind can lead you kufuga kuku academically. Unafuga kuku in a modern way, and that is self-employment. Rather than blame games and pointing fingers that you, minister, you refuse to employ me, so I'm going to burn your house. And burning and looting solve the problem of our lack of employment. Yes. Now, you as the ambassador of change, you as the luckiest GNZs who have realized that you might be fighting a wrong cause of war, might be somebody somewhere want to benefit from this, not educating young people to understand the truth about employment and self-employment and how you can do it, how and where. It's time for young people to go back to the drawing board. At the end of the day, the demonstrations that we see now has taken long, and it has not bared any fruit. There is nothing for young people to smile about. Chanting every day in the streets. Take this time to go back home and think, can I have some banana trees at our farms? By a few months, we'll be having some banana fruits. Can I go down just and create content? You know, content creation is something. Can I talk about education? my life experience, testimonials. Can I just talk about faith and kindness? Because I want to work for my maker and my creator to earn. Because you are still alive and life is for the living. That's why pastors in church, they take money. Because they are there in church. God don't take money at the church. Take money here to spread the truth and justice message to your fellow peers that going to the street, fighting can't solve the problem, but problem can be solved when we reason, when we go back to the drawing board and check where the diversion point is, rectify our mistakes, then we carry on, because life is a continuation. Life is process. What we are doing today is only to better our tomorrow, if God will grant us. So I want to welcome you all. What we need is to advocate for attitude change, because lack of jobless, that's attitude. And this attitude, we have to change it at all cost and come up with something tangible. Talk with our parents, share with our parents, share with our well-wishers, people who feel that young people deserve protection. This is social protection, by creating a conducive environment for giving them education, for giving them youth keep-up funds, even if it's not 15,000, but 12,000 per month, being controlled with the government for you to pay your house rent. You are not living in the hostel. Your parent can't manage, no longer manage to pay for your hostel because you've already graduated. You're out of school now. You can pay for your house rent 3,000 for your budget and small foods and whatever. And you can take 2,000 for your savings, because also saving culture and your pocket money to keep you out of criminal mean thoughts. Is there any question? Is there any addition? Then we summarize.
Actually, I have an additional question. And now, an addition is just us as youths first must put in mind that the Kenyan government can't create employment for us all. Sometimes it's us to push harder until we reach at the optimum level. You know, sometimes as youths, we're just being so reluctant waiting for government. Rather, we have some unexploited talent and skills that we can exploit, and eventually we shall become self-employed. Then I have a question for those of us who like reading books and novels. This book, The 48 Laws of Power. Law number 1 say that never outmaster or never outshines your master. Now, under employment here, maybe me as an employee, then my employer there is the CEO of the company, and maybe I'm the budget, the finance, marketing. I'm holding that position. Yeah. Yes. So, and the way the budgeting of this enterprise is leading us to make more losses and losses. And that book is telling that never outshine your boss. Yes. So how me as an employee, unajua by the moment nitaenda kule nimwambie ni hivi na hivi na hivi, atakasirika, alafu maybe I can lose my job, because this is my business and this man is coming here to tell me how I should run my business. So how as young youths that we are entering into this field of employment should tackle such situations?
Very nice, very brilliant, pregnant, golden question. I want you to ask yourself, because if you ask yourself, you'll have that self-realization which will help you to tackle that question academically, physically, spiritually. That is the answer I can provide to you.
Can I add something?
Add.
Outshining means you want to be now the top.
Yes.
So you know.
He has a very great point, because maybe the one giving orders has less information. The one receiving orders, maybe these orders might be holding some toxic which the order giver can't understand, but the one receiving orders, because he's sharp upstairs done. The one giving orders have detected that no, this food is poison. We take it to the people will diarrhea. And you don't know how to object it. You don't know how to advise your boss, because he might see that you are outshining him. Those are the challenges. Those are now the hills and valleys which helps you to also navigate on the side of self-employment. Have those fundamental freedoms, think free, act free, without somebody somewhere just putting some stones or barriers for you to implement what you think is right, because he called himself boss. Now, spiritually, those are under the sun stuff. We call them al-dunya, earthly stuff, which if we can carry on with, these are the culture and traditions that we have to object. Being you my superior doesn't mean that you're 100%. We are all weak and we lack perfection. And you can't be doing good all the time. That's why God have created us to be together, so that we can share ideas from different angles and make wise. You know, these ideas help us to come up with informed decisions. So, outshining your boss is one of the reasons why you should be coming out of this employment and create the culture of employing yourself, to trade free, to think free, not to think inside the box. Because thinking inside the box is because that box is not you. Somebody have fixed you in that box. So, and so, bro, yes.
If I may talk about some point, you know, specifically, if you look at it in every sector or any other organization, we normally have rules and regulations that govern any duty that is being taken within that sector. And you, as a person within that sector, you need to adhere to the rules and regulations. If your boss has a mindset that you should not outshine him or her, then adhere to the rules and regulations purposely to secure your job. Because the main aim is you doing what? Pursuing your what? Your job. And at the end of the day, at least to make your pocket happy.
Because pocket should be happy.
Exactly. Something of that kind. And then personally, for the youths, to avoid this issue of being unemployed, we ourselves, we need to focus and at the same time try to set a best play on our side by focusing in what we want to achieve at the end of the day. If you look at it in different campuses, like let me focus in Pwani University, because there is where I learn and I know what is taking place there.
It's your home.
Yeah. There are a number of units that they normally bring. You will find that a person pursuing education, there are other units that he's doing that are not even matching with the what? With education. Like the newly invented educational entrepreneurship. Educational entrepreneurship helps equip a given person, student pursuing education, to have self-employment in such a way that when he's not yet ready to be attached within the government, he has something to do. Yes. He can have a business idea to start and do what? Manage. And that is self-employment. At the end of the day, you will have something to put on the table. Waiting for what? For the other employment. So
you are telling youths or comrades to embrace it.
Exactly. Because it is something that is at long last is going to bring something. If you look at it, we have got different people. There are those who normally resign from education, being professional teachers, and you'll find them fixing themselves in other areas. Why? Because they have invented, and all along they have a business idea that at long last what they are going to earn in that business is a multiple of what is getting from what this profession of education. So we need to focus on what we are seeing that is going to bring us or going to make us in a better position, the objective that we need to achieve. So we should not be idle, and at the same time we need not to be introverts in such a way that maybe we have a certain skill, but we are not in a position of sharing to our friends, sharing to other people, sharing to other members. So if we are capable of being extroverts in such a way that we can communicate with each and everyone, someone can instill the knowledge that we have, and then we can be helped to nurture maybe any area that we can do best, and then start a given business which will automatically do what? Make us busy, and we shall not be idle in such a manner.
What is your message to the president?
The president.
Yes.
The president to himself, first and foremost, I would like to congratulate him because of nurturing the new projects for the youths not to be idle. And then on top of that, everything has a disadvantage and an
Which
advantage.
projects you're talking about? Because young people want to understand.
I'm talking about the currently generating project, which is the Nyota project.
Yeah.
Because the reason as why I'm basically on it relates to the new system curriculum design of education that was implemented. That is the CBC.
CBC.
Yeah, the CBC.
Directly connected.
It is directly connected because the Nyota itself involves identification of an idea that a person have to do something which automatically can lead to what? To employment. And then if you look at CBC, also is a learner-centered where a given person is given an opportunity to do what is capable of doing, what is based on, something of that kind. So you see, this is going to equip each and everyone with the good knowledge and skills, and then you are going to focus on something that at long last will not make you be idle. You are going to get something to do at the end of the day.
You're still talking with Mr. President.
I'm still on the point of Mr. President.
Yes.
Mr. President at the same time is failing us. You'll find that someone has specialized education. You've graduated. And what next after graduation? You need to equip a certain what? A point. You need to be employed. And once you've graduated, you are now outside there, hustling. You don't know what to do. You're not employed. What are you going to do next? You are now going to start blaming other people, even the fellows, those young generations who are thriving will automatically look at you and say, he did education, is still struggling outside there. Why must I do the same? I will not do education. It is just like a waste of the time. It's doing nothing. So Mr. President at the same time demoralizes. So Mr. President at the same time should at least give us an opportunity. Once someone graduated for a specific course, let him create for us job opportunities. We get attached. Even the thriving generation will at long last understand that such a person did this, is now enjoying life somewhere, is getting attached somewhere. Let me also focus on this because at the end of the day, at least I will also be in the same position where he is. That one motivates.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And the message is loud and clear.
So, like, as he tries to create job opportunities for the youths who are vulnerable, he should also create job opportunities for those who have done what? Secured an opportunity of employment. Yes.
The message for the PS, the young PS,
message
for the
for
youth affairs and creative economy.
To our PS, able PS, let me say so. We have got different ways of nurturing the youths. We should embrace this public campaign to make the youths aware of everything that exists in terms of employment. We have got different things that youths can do. And I'm aware that PS by himself is aware and capable of implementing all these campaigns purposely to make the youths aware on everything that is available for them to get attached into those areas. Because naturally, you'll find that there is someone somewhere seated is not aware of anything, but there's an opportunity that exists where a given youth can get involved by himself and at least keep him busy. And they are not aware. So this public campaign at the same time involving the available opportunities, job opportunities that can help them, can also at least generate something to them and make them aware to do what? To come up. And
Is
secure
there
for
anything
it.
you can share with the internal security minister?
Internal Security Minister, their main
Because
work
young people are complaining.
in terms of
You are the one who was talking about blood-based.
blood-based government.
Shoot to kill. Is there any message? Because it's open. Here is where we reconcile. Because we need police and community integration. And it will start by sharing, it will start by asking forgiveness and reconciling to come up with something as one family. So, we have the Minister of Interior. And he's the one in charge of the security organ, which I think is creating somehow people to believe that there is enmity walls between the GSEs and the law enforcement officer. Is there any message, any crucial message that you can send out there for the interior minister at least to embrace if it's a change, anything?
Okay, for the CS of Interior, this is what I would like, just, it is by humble plea. If you understand me, will at the same time do what? Understand you. So they need to understand our take, our main interests. Once they can understand us, we will also do the same. But the situation where we are advocating for something that is our right, and then we are denied that chance, so automatically that is a great war. And that is what normally leads to this shedding of blood. You advocate for justice, which is always justice as our peace and what? Shield and defend. And now that same justice has now turned to the shedding of blood. Why? Because they have not allowed us to express what we want, and then at the same time they have not comprehend what we are requesting for. So you'll find that that is where argument begins. So we request for this, they deny us. The reason as why they are denying us still not known, and we need to do a research on that. Why they don't want to understand our main request on
Maybe
that.
because it was summary. Do you have anything for judiciary? Because it is just connected with the young people being taken to court, and cases being handled, and sometimes you find that court sometimes rule out that free bond, let these young people go out, or those who engaged in criminal offenses are being sentenced. Do you have anything to share with the judiciary?
Okay.
Especially towards the GNCs.
Okay, talking about that, first we must congratulate for them for some of the best things that they have been doing. Like we have been seeing that some of the guys or some of the Gen Zs that were out there, you see, these guys there's some of the observable things that the executive are doing, and these arms of the government, they are independent. They don't depend on each other, and if one is wrong, then the other one should come up and caution the other. And sometimes I think the judiciary is just reluctant on cautioning the government, and sometimes they caution the government, and the government is not relenting on the things that they are being told not to do. And afterwards, I'm not seeing judiciary responding by taking an action. So they are also reluctant on their part. And
No, what do you want them to do?
now I want them to deliver to what they promised Kenyans where they were swearing in on those seats. Let them not just sit on those seats. Rather, they should help vulnerable and poor Kenyans so that us also we can realize our dreams and way them also achieve theirs.
Because that is the place we talk about justice. Meeting in the corridors of justice means that judiciary should play a very crucial role to ensure the rights of young people are protected. Maybe something for the parliament, because we need political goodwill to support all these requests. If we talk about youth sustainability funds, we need legislation process. Is there anything that you have for the parliament?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very nice chance to speak for those brilliant people. For the parliament, indeed they're doing a great job. Let me start by congratulating them for doing a great job of protecting us and trying that by any means we are protected.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're protecting us. But what I want them to embrace or to adjust on is that they are there. They should remember they are there because of us. So when they are there, we should be the first priority. Let them not be deceived by maybe parties and all those things for them to make a decision. But let them make a decision. Wakisikiza wapi? Wakisikiza ground. Wakisikiza ground, now decide according to what we want. Because there will be no any problem if you are going to represent me there. If you represent me, you should represent me as I am. There is no need for you to represent me or say something that maybe at the same time will be against my will if you are representing me. So let them just represent us well. And I will just say majority of them are representing us well. So let them continue representing us well, and let them make a decision according to what we, as the people who voted for them, want.
You know, on my side, I can't object anything because your request will be only implemented if our member of parliament will embrace the culture of political goodwill. Because on my side, I'm on a mission to find the solutions. These solutions, part of them is it can also play a very crucial role to minimize the number of demonstrations, drugs and crime, lawlessness, which is now becoming as order of the day. My message too is to keep on coming to Biragwira Studio. This is your studio. Mobilize your fellow students, talk with youth out of the prison, talk with youth inside schools, come up with programs which will really, drive attitude change, embrace leadership skills and team building activities. This should be the best way on how to bring young people together to come with self-realization. Otherwise, I want to say thank you, viewers. I want to thank you. My humble request, because we believe in one earth, one family, share and care policy. Please subscribe, share, like, and do anything that you want to do. Be part and parcel of this, podcast. I want to say that nothing lasts forever. Kilicho na mwanzo, lazima kuwe na mwisho. Thank you for being part and parcel of this conversation. These are young people who got absent to come with solutions, support their young people to come out of the streets, and also to understand their role and duty actually to transform their own country, transform themselves and transform their own country. And they can't do it if they can't air their voice. That's why they have decided to come and present the voice of voiceless, people who are out there and can't be heard. And because their skills to do more research, they reach them out there as outreach workers. And once they are here, the voices, the messages that are coming outside is from the masses. They are presenting a very larger number of young people. That's why you should not take them for granted, should embrace and support them where necessary, should give them moral support to keep on advocating for change, This is how we can heal our world and make it a better place. Ewe Mungu Baba unayenemesha neema ndogo ndogo na neema kubwa kubwa, niko mbele yako tena kutoa shukrani za dhati kwa siku ya leo. Nasema asante kwa kutujalia maneno za busara. Nasema asante kwa watoto wako uliowaleta duniani, yenye wako tayari kuongea, yenye wako tayari kushauri, yenye wako tayari kuelimisha na kuelekeza watu wako katika njia iliyonyoka, njia isiyokuwa ya maovu shetani. Mungu wasaidie, wapatie ujasiri. Grant them serenity to accept things that they cannot change. Give them courage to change things that they can, and the wisdom to understand the differences. I pray in the name of all saints. Amen. 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 Thank you guys. Thank you brothers. This is the place to be. Thank you for sharing. Keep on working. This is Jah work which has to be done. Go and share with your peers that this world is the world that we have to create a conducive environment, because we are here today and we don't know who's here tomorrow. But there are those who will be here tomorrow. If they find this place better than leave it, cool.
Ili na support ugatuzi maanisha wa Kenya. Jimbo nalotoka ni jimbo la Kilifi. Gavana ni muenzi ni 003. Pamoja tunajenga Kilifi imeng'ara. Yani pamoja tutajenga Kenya. Ndio maana tunakuja kuingia Kenya. Wageni karibuni Kenya. Yana nchi nzuri. Hatuna matata. Kenya nchi yetu inapendeza sana.